Ladies and gentlemen, children of the interwebs out there, Sebastian Enemy, strong style nerd, strong style cinephile. And we know a couple people from the Smallville days are coming back for the Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover. We know one person who is not, so let us geek about that for a scant few minutes. Just a few. So, we know that Erica Durant is coming back as Lois, Tom Welling, everybody's, throwing their hands up and thanking every deity that they know that Tom Welling is coming back to play a alternate Earth version of Clark Kent. We know that Michael Rosenbaum, who played Lex Luthor for many, many years on Smallville, is not coming back. He declined the invite to the Crisis, and his reasoning, I have no problems with. Now, I'm a sucker for crossovers, of course, and any sort of instance where somebody from the past will come back from the show, or, what they're doing with the Crisis, I'm just a sucker for on so many levels. What I understand is that, because Michael Rosenbaum took to Twitter to explain it, that he was chilling with his father, maybe grandfather at a nursing home. When they reached out to his agent, were talking details about the crossover, just invited him in, but didn't have a story path for him, a script, and didn't have dollars to talk about exactly. And they were like, hey, we need to know right now. And my Rosenbaum was like, no, I'll pass. And I have no problem with that. The fact that the network came to him without having all their ducks in a row and expected him to just jump right then. It in some levels reminded me of when in Power Rangers Super Megaforce, when they were taking the footage from Gokaiger, because Gokaiger opens, the Japanese Sentai Megaforce, Super Megaforce was adapted from, opens with this big battle, because Gokaiger was an anniversary season, so they want to celebrate all the Sentai teams that came before. So it opens up with this large battle with all these teams, Rangers, coming back and fighting and stuff. So they wanted to use that opening battle as the final battle for Super Megaforce, which is fine. So they of course needed to have a bunch of Ranger actors come back and play their old roles, or just glorified cameos where they're out of their helmets for like 2 seconds. According to stories and social media posts and rumors and innuendo, the way that it was handled was the Nickelodeon people reached out to the actors and put out this broad sort of invite, but didn't talk really so much about the details and the money and some of the travel arrangements and stuff like that. So some people were kind of on the fence about it, because they of course can't drop everything that they're doing and just be like, sure, I'm going to go to New Zealand, because they're filming New Zealand then, to New Zealand to film this stuff when I know nothing about it. And you see reports about some people getting invites and getting disinvited and that sort of thing. There's just this big, just awkward thing that just was not handled as well as it could be by the networks. Is this true? We're dealing with he said, she said type of stuff. But if it's true, it was just an example of the network people not handling the actors like they're supposed to in a more professional manner. So if the CW network came to Rosenbaum like that, I could see why he just said no. Same thing with Power Rangers. I could see why a whole bunch of people said no. Of course, we got Jason David Frank back. He's just, anything Power Rangers related that he could just, get called back on and stuff, he'll do it, because that's who he is. But some of the other people that came back, some of the other people that might have come back, but again, because of the circumstances and the way that it was handled, did not come back. So it's like that. I can see that, it just, like I said, it just reminded me, this whole Rosenbaum thing, that the network didn't come to him properly. So he was like, deuces. So it sucks. Would have been cool if Rosenbaum came back, but if they didn't have a place for him, no sense in just having him back. I guess, is it really a story for anybody that's coming back, or is it anything more than glorified fan service? Because really that's what it is. But it is what it is. Durant's, Welling, yes. Rosenbaum, no. So those are some of my thoughts on it. What do you guys out there think? Let me know in the comments below. Follow me on social media. Talk to me there. Talk to me here. This weekend, Metroplex Wrestling. Myself, Xavier Daniels, Prospect Championship on the line. Definitely, if you're in the area, come and check it out. Still got my Titans video coming today. Got to watch the episode at least a couple more times, and then get to talking about it. I know it's late to the game. I'll try to get those out faster. But I had to work CWF TV taping all day Saturday, so I didn't get a chance to get to it. Then of course Sunday hits, then the week just gets away from me. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, till then, let us geek.